It's Down to Business with Jack Miller. Forget what they teach you in school. This is real life, not Wall Street, but Main Street. A real show on what's really involved with starting and running a business with all the ups and downs. Our guests will answer your questions and provide you with valuable information. Stay tuned and join in the conversation.
Hey, good Thursday, everyone. I hope everyone's having a great day, and welcome to the show. It's Jack Miller, and I'm pleased to be here again with you folks. Don't forget the call-in line is 305-541-2350, 305-541-2350. My word of the day, or negative word of the day, I started this new tradition since I heard the 7 bad words you can't say in radio. And Larry, I'm going to be on a tirade today, so keep your finger. That's it. I saw him. He went his finger. If I use any of the bad words, because I can't say blanked off mood, but I'm in that kind of mood. So if I say anything negative, just beat me off the air for 7 seconds. But one of my negative words of today, which everyone has to stay away from, is negativity. I am really so sick and tired of people being negative. And if you really want to succeed in life, you need to push negative people away and stay away from negative people. All they want to do is suck you down. If someone's having a bad day, they don't try to pump you up. They try to suck you down. And a lot of times we all fall into it because we're weak. And by the way, I always fall into it too. So I'm preaching to my own choir. So my bad word of the day is stay away from negative people and associate yourself with positive people, problem solvers, people who, when they get together, they're not talking about the problems, but they're talking about the solutions, because that's what we need to do. We all know there's a million problems in the world and in business and in every deal and in every relationship and every family. That's self-understood. But we need to talk about the people who have the solutions, and instead of, I don't think I can say bitching, can I? Oh, okay. I said it. Okay. I hope the FCC leaves me alone. Bitching and moaning all day. Focus on solutions, my friends. I'm going to go on a little bit of a tirade if I could, and it's really about sales and marketing. And I'm going to tell you a story about someone who I'm going to call Willie the Winner. That's really not his name, but that's a real sales guy who I just let go the other day. And he's really a compilation of what goes on in the marketplace today, and it just drives me crazy, and I'm incensed by it. But what I'm more incensed is that I'm wasting my time being incensed by this moron. You know, a guy comes to me looking for a job. We offer to pay a small base salary, but a base salary and commission. All you need to do is work your behind off and really hustle. It's an easy product. You can make a good living. You're not in the hot sun digging cement. Not that anything's wrong with that, but you're in an air-conditioned office with water and coffee and nice people. All you got to do is work hard, which seems to elude most people today, and it's just driving me insane. It really is. So we hire this guy. And, again, I think I said before, I apologize if I'm going off on a tyrant. He's a middle-aged guy. Not so easy. The reality is it probably isn't legal to say this, but it's not so easy for a middle-aged guy, a guy in his late 50s, early 60s, who looks a little schlubby to get a job. We give him a job. You think he'd be there early. You think he'd stay late. You think he would have any clue what we do beforehand. But no, he doesn't. He comes in at 9. He leaves at 5. He takes an hour for lunch. The first 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock, the guy's taking a coffee break. Then he's figuring this out. Then he's figuring that out. So, of course, our luck, the first day this guy starts, our internet's down. We're trying to upgrade some, I have no clue, ISPN or something. And the whole day we don't have phones or internet, or that's typical what goes on today. So instead of making productive use of the time and learn the product, the guy sits on his big backside all day long and does nothing. The next day he comes in, the same thing. Instead of making effective use of his time, he's talking about, he tells me he's racking his brain to find a better way to contact people. And he's trying to find this and he's trying to find that. And this list isn't good and the telemarketing is good. The guy is the biggest whiner in the world and he's full of excuses. That's, my friends, if you want to be in sales and you want to talk to people, don't come up with excuses. Come up with solutions. Find the solutions. If you look ahead of time, before you get that job, before you go on that interview, before you make that sales call, do your research. If the sales call is 3 minutes, spend an hour researching the company. If you're going on an interview, Learn the company, learn the competitors, learn everything you can about everyone. So when you go in, you are prepared. And the same thing when you get the job, learn everything. You need to make yourself invaluable to the company. It shouldn't be like in this situation where I was laying in bed 2 o'clock at night worrying about this guy's production instead of thinking of blondes, brunettes, redheadeds, or whatever. I'm laying in bed thinking this fat schlub's production. He should have been laying in bed thinking about it, not me. I should have been relaxed. So as a result, the guy doesn't have a job. So I hope he finds a job. He's a very nice guy. I apologize to go off on a tirade, but you could see I'm stressed out because I waited, it took 2 weeks out of my life, and it just sucks you dry. Another interesting lesson. So the lesson is for the employees, and this is serious. It's a little bit, I don't want to say I'm not acting a little bit, but I'm going into dramatics here. But the serious lesson for employees is you got to go above and beyond. Wait, Larry, you're trying to tell me something. My producer, I apologize, folks. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I'm going to keep going on. Anyway, employees, what you should do, you want a job, be prepared, make yourself invaluable for the company, go and be above and beyond the call of duty. You know what? I got to take a break. That's what they're trying to tell me. I'm a moron. I didn't get his clue. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you, and I promise I'll calm down and I won't curse so much next time.
Don't turn that dial. We'll be right back.
Did you invest in a non-liquid real estate partnership? Do you want and need liquidity? There's finally an answer. Quick Liquidity is a direct buyer of real estate minority interest and tenants in common investments across the country. To find out if we would buy your non-liquid investment, call us at 561-221-0881 or visit us at quickliquidity.com. That's quickliquidity.com. Does your company need financing to help with cash flow? Gelt Financial Corporation has been in business since 1989, knows the financing that businesses need to succeed in today's competitive environment. Gelt offers a wide array of programs such as accounts receivable, factoring, asset-based lines of credit, commercial real estate purchase and refinance financing, and bridge loans. Call us right now at 561-221-0900 to learn if you qualify. Gelt Financial understands that every business is in a unique situation which requires a unique solution. We pride ourselves in thinking outside the box to secure even the most difficult financing. Call us right now at 561-221-0900 or visit us at geltfinancial.com. That's geltfinancial.com.
Welcome back to It's Down to Business with Jack Miller.
Hey, everyone. Thank you for staying tuned in. If that's the right grammar. Remember, the phone number here is 305-541-2350. Okay, I took a sedative. I took some bourbon. Todd, the superstar stud commercial realtor Todd Cohen's here, tried to calm me down, so I'm not going to go off on a tirade as much. But I think you guys got it from the employee's point of view. Don't be lazy. And if you're going to be lazy, don't be in a sales job. Another kind of thing is, I love when I talk to people, and this is my last bit about this, then I'm going to move on to something else, is when they get fired, it's always the company's fault. And when people get divorced, it's always the spouse's fault. And I always wanted to say to them, were you ever like a lousy salesperson? Or were you ever lazy? Or were you ever a bad husband or a bad spouse? Like, those people don't exist. The reality is, a lot of times you get canned, it's because of you. And a lot of times you have relationships that go south, it's because of partially you. Relationships is probably a different story. But with employees, the harder you work, the more you put in, the more you're going to get out of it. From an employer point of view, a couple things that I've learned over the years is, one, they don't get better than they are on the first day. A mentor of mine taught me that many years ago. He says, you have someone, they start on a Monday, no matter what happens, they're never going to be better than they are on Monday. This guy happened to have a lot of employees and a lot of wives. And he said the same thing was true about his 5 wives and his, 100 employees. But I don't know about the wives, but the employees, it's definitely true. People usually don't get better. And I always regret when I give people time. Back in the old days, before the last economic crunch, we used to give people a lot longer because we could afford it. But now people have to be sharp from day one. And every time I don't get rid of someone right away, I am sorry. So from an employer's point of view, find the right person, find someone with energy, enthusiasm, and test them. What I mean by test them, what I sometimes do, if I hire someone, I'll send them an email and ask them a question, ask them, can they do this or can they do that before they start work? And a lot of times you can learn. I've had people say to me, I actually had a guy say to me one time, we hired him for a pretty big IT position. He was making well into the six figures. And he basically said to me, and he was supposed to start in 2-3 weeks, he says, oh, my evening moonlight hours or whatever dollars an hour. And I knew the guy was a waste. And the truth is, after he was with us for a month or two, we got rid of him because he was lazy too. But employers need to test people and test people again, because there's only so many seats, and you can't tie yourself up and have a company tied down with bad people. The most valuable asset of any business is its intellectual capital, not its real estate, not its inventory, but how much intellectual and brain power it has. And you need to overpay your or I shouldn't say, you can't pay enough to your good people, and your bad people you got to get rid of right away, because they're just going to hold you down. Give them tests. Test your people. Keep them sharp. If they're great, you got to reward them because they're fantastic. I was